And some would like to be shown the direction. That's why many women who are real, they want a man who can give direction, not a man they can control.
Yeah.
Women who are real, they don't look for a man that they can control. They look for a man who can give them direction. We saw a case of a couple. The woman was always complaining that the husband is not the husband.
Yeah.
And the reason why she was complaining, the husband is not the husband. The husband had given her a lot of freedom. A lot of freedom. That's someone say, I want that freedom. It is dangerous. It will kill you. So this lady, anytime she would say, I want to go to my wife, to my father's place. I want to stay have 2 weeks with my mother. Say, if that is what will make you happy, go. And the woman wanted to be stopped. And the husband is not stopping.
Yeah.
So she go there, even she extend, so that the husband will feel bad. So that the husband will not allow her to go. But next time again, she rises and says, I want to go and see my aunt who lives in this place. How many days do you want to stay with her? 5 days. You can go. She feels bad. She is going when she says you can't control. And you can't control her. She felt bad. Because this man is not giving a direction. Say, who is this? Because the man is not exercising authority. So who are you? There is authority that is supposed to come from man, leadership, direction. And some men have lost that kind of authority. You don't have a leadership. You don't offer that direction that is needed to their wife or even to their children. You have lost that kind of authority. It is wrong for a man to lose that. You need to give the direction. You need to say no when it needs to be no, and yes when it is need to be yes. You are not supposed to be to make your wife a slave, but you give her the right direction. Even when she follows it is no, you are right. And she feels that. And she is safe when you are giving her the correct directions of life. So you need to understand that you need to know this. The woman need authority. That couple was in a problem. The relative of the husband would come and he has called and it's reported he has come home and he tells the wife. The wife refuses to cook intentionally so that she can be asked. And then even after the husband comes, he goes and buys the food for them or together with it. And there was food in the house. She refused to cook so that she can be asked. And then she says the brother or the relative cannot sleep in that room. And there are several rooms. The husband walks out and goes to rent a place or to lodge a place for the man. The wife was feeling bad because this man is not controlling and not doing anything. So this woman was not happy. See, my husband, if I'm getting worse, if I'm spoiled, I will be spoiled. The children will not have authority. And it was the early stages of their marriage. Even children have not come. So the woman wants a man who can tell her, my wife, this is not good. Mm-hmm. This is good. This is not good. Even when she insists, and you know it is wrong, you say, this is my decision. This is not good. And you give direction to the authority. I know one of our friends, when we were discussing about this, there are a couple that I was counseling. They were about to get married. And then they were known by this couple. And we discussed, when we met them sometimes, they are married. Then I told them, because they knew them, especially the friend that I'm talking about, knew the lady because she is the one who connected us to them. And then I said, she asked me, how did you see them? I asked her, how are they moving also in marriage? She says, they are moving. Say, when they came, I saw the one who has the driving seat in this relationship is the woman. It's not the man, it's the woman. Even when I was counseling, the one who was curious to know is the woman. The one who was asking question is the woman. The man, what was he saying? As the sister has said, that is all. So this lady said, I was in a first relationship that was about to lead to marriage. I left that brother, not because he was a bad brother. There was no immorality. There was no sin. He loved God. But one thing I lacked in him is authority. I lacked leadership. When we would go to the hotel, even where we are going out for it, what will you eat? The man would say, what you will eat. Anything, nothing he proposes, nothing he says. And this woman saw, I am not ready to be a man in this marriage. I am only prepared and wired by God to be a woman. Yeah. And she broke the relationship. Then she got married to another wonderful man. That is my friend also. And then she was telling, you see this man is man of authority. You cannot just take him the way you want. And that woman, because she is nice, she is good, she was looking for a leadership in everything. And now she got it. I have seen another lady. These are testimonies I was receiving from another counselor doing programs with her. Say, this lady left the husband because the husband would not lead in anything. Even saying I love you, he cannot say. He is only, when the wife say I love you, say me too. Everything, me too. Everything, me too. So the woman said, I am tired of being told me too, me too, me too. And then this woman will not continue in a relationship. So men, rise and give leadership, give direction, show the way that things are supposed to be done.
Amen.
So not there is what we call even male dominance. Not trying to kill this or humiliate that woman. It's to show that you are still in control. You are the one who is leading. You are the end here. You are called the end. And you are supposed to lead in the right way, not in the wrong way. That's why you have to spend time with God to give you wisdom. Jesus is the ultimate leader of the church, and he does not oppress the church because he's loving. Love. When the love is there, you don't oppress. You don't take care of. So I want to challenge men. Now rise up to your place. Amen. And train the woman, train the children. That is the direction. The woman is looking for leadership, direction, showing you or showing them the way that they are supposed to follow. And when you do that, and these are the things that God made sure that Adam possesses. Before he brought Eve, Adam had to possess and demonstrate those things. But later, he lost those qualities. One of the qualities he lost the quality of training Eve and guarding her. Look at that. He did not protect her. Imagine, the serpent came. Adam was there. Adam was there. And Adam is still there. Then the snake comes, or the serpent comes. Now in Galilea, this is a man and devil. Comes and talks to your wife, and you are hearing conversation. Until your wife anaongozwa na shaitani mpaka anaingia katika mpango wa shaitani na ukiwa hapo tu. Kwa hiyo lugha ya kisasa wanasema anakatiwa, anawekwa box na ukiwa hapo. That means kuna vitu ambavyo umeshindwa kufanya. A man comes and woos my wife when I am there, and wins her and goes. She is led astray when I am there, and then I become the victim of their plan. That's what happened. I remember there's a woman who came to my office some time back, some years. She is late. Alipokuja, she came to my office. I looked at her. I told her, "You are wicked. because of what I saw. It's not easy to tell people like that. But I told her, you are wicked. And I started telling her a problem. Sometimes some grace can come. Not everybody you can say like that. You will fight. But she did not fight me. She started crying. I told her every problem that she had. And then she told me, all what you have said is true. I am wicked. That means she has broken many families. She has done a lot. Evil. And then she told me, I blame my husband. I said, how? For your wickedness. I said, my husband, when I got married, I was a good person to him. But all of a sudden in that marriage, some characters came. I was doing some things in fear. Sometimes I went out with a man, and he had given me so much time. Instead of him asking me where I am coming from and screen me and want to know where I spent all those days, he did not ask me. He said, you have come, welcome. The woman entered. Then the woman says, I started now having money from men. I bought utensils, I bought some things in the house, and I kept them in the house. He met them, I don't have a salary. Say, where are these from? He said, I bought them. He said, which money? He does not ask. Oh, they are good. And then he sits there and he starts enjoying them. Say, I started buying, until buying clothes with the money from men, and he could see it. He could not ask me. So I became an expert. I am wicked because my husband never warned me, never even stopped me from becoming wicked. Because if he stopped me, the first time I went out, the first time I brought something, and he knows that I don't have money to buy, that's the day he would have warned me. Now, what do you call that man? We call that man a passive man. Passivity is the killer of manhood. I say again, passivity is the killer of manhood. A right man or a good man is a man who takes initiative. He takes initiative in every area. He takes initiative and leads in every area. He leads in marriage. He leads the work. He leads in every area. He leads in character. He leads in behavior. He leads in example. He leads in everything. A man who takes initiative. A man who leads. And that's the woman that want to follow. Want to follow that man. Because this man will lead him. This man will lead her. This man will take her where she wants to go. A man with a vision. Where are you going? Man who takes initiative. So if a man is not taking initiative and you get married to that woman, the man, you prepare yourself to become a man. And what happens? If a woman, women are very wise. When they see you are in the driving seat and you are losing control and you may cause accident, they will take that driving seat. They will take, when you are seated there, she will sit there. And she will drive when you are there. And then somebody will say, their wife has sat on the husband. It's true. Wanakaliangwa. Wanakaliwa kwa sababu mama hatakaa aone imboma inabomoka akiwa anaona. Atakaliwa. Atakaliwa kwa sababu hiyo kiti amekalia yeye akitumia vizuri. So mama ataacha yake aruke hiyo ya bwana. Ya mama itakaa vacant.
For the safety.
For the safety of the family. Yeah. So utakaliwa. Utaongozwa ukiwa umekaliwa namna hiyo. So it's good. You take control. A man takes initiative. Not giving things just no attention. Things are happening. And that is with the killer of Adam. He did not challenge the devil. He did not challenge the wife. The Bible says the wife took the fruits when she saw it's good. And gave the husband who was with her. Read your Bible. The husband, the snake or the serpent, the wife and the three of them were in the same place. But the husband was given by the wife and then ate. And what happened? He is the one who was given authority. He would have saved the day. There are so many men who have become passive in their marriage. They have refused to take initiative. The children have gone astray because they don't have a trainer. A father has been lost. The wives have gone astray because the husband has been lost. Men, I am calling you back tonight to be good husbands and good fathers. And one of the qualities that will make you to be a good father or a good husband is to take initiative. That's how man was created. It is Christ who came from heaven, left the glory of heaven, came to look for the bride, the church. It is a man's responsibility also to look for the bride, pursue her until he is able to win her heart and protect her all the days of her life. It's the responsibility of a man. But these days, men, especially the young people, wale ambao wamekuwa 30 years and below hapa, wengine 35, hii category kwa hapa chini 30 and below, I don't know what kind of people are they. Na hao wengine wanalewa sahi. I'm waiting and I'm praying for you that men will come out. Because unaona sasa wasichana ndio wamechukua nafasi sasa ya kutafuta uchumba. They are the ones going for men, because men are not saying anything. They are not saying anything. When they are told, they will accept. This lack of leadership. Men are supposed to take initiative and take leadership and take responsibility. So you're supposed to be a man who has taken initiative. This man is also supposed to be a man who lives a responsible life. You are a responsible. You mind about your character. You mind about your integrity. It is the integrity that you have that qualifies you to be good husband and a good father. A good father is a father who is well behaved, has a good character. A good husband is the one who has a character. That is good. You are living a responsible life. You know your responsibility. You know what you are supposed to do. You have known your responsibility as a man, and you live responsibly. If you don't live responsibly, I treat men again, and I want to remind you, even the children do not know us. We introduce ourselves to them. So if you don't live responsibly, the children will disown you as you grow old, because they don't know you. It is what you do, it is your life that brings them to you. So the child is born of mother, brought up by the mother. She is breastfed by the mother, or is breastfed by the mother. They are very close. So she knows the mother, but she wonders, where is this man who speaks this base? Where does he come from? This being, what is the work? You are the one to show responsibility. This man, by being a good father, you buy bread, you bring home. You buy sweet, you bring the boy. You buy bicycle. The boy will see, hey, this man is the one who brings these things. And then he will connect with you. Understand now your role is to provide. You have been there, provider. You are there, and then the boy will relate with you and say, my daddy. Because now you have shown the girl, hey, my daddy. And she wants to be with you because she has seen your role. If now you are not there, your role is not seen. You are just living reckless life. They will not honor you. You will struggle and say, my children, I did this. Please come to your senses before it is too late. Live a responsible life. Then you are supposed to be a leader who leads sacrificially. You sacrifice. Fathers and men are known for sacrifice. You sacrifice for your wife to stay well. You sacrifice for your children to go to school. You sacrifice for your family to eat. You sacrifice as a leader. You do it sacrificially. You sacrifice. You are selfless. You're not egocentric. When you see men are eating before children eat, it's wrong. It is wrong. You go and eat, it is wrong. You come home, you are fed, it's wrong. Your family is suffering when you have money in your pocket and they're not eating, it is wrong. You're not a good man. You're not a good man. You get your salary, you run away from home for 1 week. You don't care what the wife is eating, what the children are eating. You are wicked. You're not good. If somebody told you you are good, you are a gentleman, they lied. You are supposed to sacrifice. You make sacrifices. Some men are working very hard in some places, and they don't eat that money. They are going to rely on the food that the woman, their wife, will cook, because they know the food will not be enough. But this man is taken home, the wife will take care of it, and they all will eat, and all will be satisfied. So, lead sacrificially. Be a sacrificial leader who sacrifices. You sacrifice. Some men have sacrificed a lot for your children to go through school. They have sacrificed even good suits. They have sacrificed good shoes. They have sacrificed pleasure that they could have enjoyed for their children to be trained, for the family to stay well. You are supposed to be a sacrificial leader. That's how Jesus sacrificed. He left the glory, until he sacrificed his life for the church. So you are supposed to be sacrificial leader. And then another important thing is you are supposed to love faithfully. A real man or a good man loves faithfully. You love your wife faithfully. Stick to her. Stick to her alone. Faithfully. Love her in many ways. You extend that love also. You love your community faithfully. You love your children faithfully. You love your nation. And you are loyal to that nation. Wewe ni mzalendo. Unapenda nchi yako. Unapenda watu. Unapenda jamii. Na inapofika kwa romance, unapenda one wife. That is a strong man. And then finally, a good man thinks about his legacy. He thinks about his legacy. The name you will leave those children. The name you have attached to that wife. There are some names that you attach to somebody, they degrade them. They degrade. My wife, when she married me, she was forced to change, to take away her father's name and put my name there. Everywhere. In identity card, in the passport, my name. Now, look at that name of yours. Does it worthy grant the wife to change her father's name and attach that to yours? Is there legacy? Is there heritage for your children? Is there heritage for that wife? That's why I tell those who are not married, look at that man very well. Is that name, will it add value to you when it is attached to you, or it will lose everything? That's why you see there's some ladies who are married even today, they have never dropped the names of their father, because the names of their father is important. Even when they go there, before they mention their husband, they mention their father, because their father's names is great. I pray that you think about the name that you leave. Legacy. Is the legacy that you leave, how does it sound? It's worthwhile. Can it be good? Can people enjoy to see that name? That's legacy. Are you being branded as the most corrupt? Or there's a legacy you are going to leave? So when you maintain those qualities, your children will be happy with you. Your wife will be happy to have married such a wonderful man, because you care about them. Your name must have favor. When they mention it, things happen. When they mention it, things change. Because the name has the favor. The name has something. May God help you to be a good man.
Amen.
Can you talk to the women a bit?
Wow, it is wonderful. I believe every man you have gotten that dosage. It is a very strong one. not doing, begin to do and apply it. It will help you. Don't despise this wisdom. Don't despise this instruction, because they are working. And the moment you apply them, you will be more improved, and your marriage will be a happy marriage. I believe that's why you came in that institution, and that is the will of God, that you will enjoy every bit of your marriage. As we started, we are in a divine marriage program, and we have many people on board. We thank God for you all. We appreciate you, and we truly honor God because of you. Tonight, we are addressing about a good woman, or qualities of a good man and a good woman, and understand something that is very important. We grow in life with many titles. When you are a small baby, you are just called a baby girl. As you are growing up, some they entered into that teenage life. From there, you are growing as a girl. From there, you are a mature girl. And now, some of us now, when you are committed to the Lord and in salvation, many people begin to call you sister so and so. And finally, from there, you got married, and after marriage, you are declared a wife. And as you are told, these titles, sometimes we fight, or we work very hard to make sure other titles are functioning. They are functioning very well. If you are a boss, if you are a madam in a certain place, you are working very hard to protect that title, to protect that name. But when it comes now to the family issues, where do you stand as a man, I mean as a woman, and where do you stand as a wife? Understand, to be a mother, it is a call. It is a call by itself, and if you are not determined, you can drop on the way. And of course, to be a wife, it requires a lot of sacrifice. It requires a lot of commitment. These are the titles that are attached to a responsibility. The moment you find yourself in there, understand there's something that you are coming to do. That is why in Genesis 2 verse 18, the one says, and God saw it is not good for man to be alone. Now, what God did, he created a woman with a responsibility to help. And understand, helpers, they carry a lot of activities within them. They do a lot of things, and if you don't know your place, that's why we have been talking and telling each person, as a wife, know your place and stick on your place. As a man, you know your place. So as a woman, the moment you understand your place, first of all, your place should be in God. If you are a wife, if you are a mother who is in God, then that love of God will always nourish you. The love of God will always help you to be more committed to this assignment, because it is a responsibility. It is an assignment that requires God. So when you are placed in God, and of course you have met man in the presence of God, and you stick in his presence, then the Lord will help you to be a good person, to be a good wife, to be a woman who is adaptable, a woman who is sufficient, who is able to give it all to this man. And for you to be maintained in that place, in his presence, as a woman, you should be very prayerful. If you abandon prayers, then that will. If Eve came and she got the instructions and she abode, or she was always connected with God, she would be very sharp to understand that these are temptation, that this is a trial that I must overcome. So the first trial that came in the life of a woman, she failed. And of course, Adam failed to chip in and rescue the woman. But understand, the first temptation, it was a temptation that came through woman, and because of that disconnection with God. If the love of God was in Eve all the way, she could not she could not have afforded to break the word of God. So as a woman, you should make sure that you always abide in the instructions of God.
Amen.
And when you are a person who is loaded with the word of God and you are praying, then you will be able to stand or to withstand during the time of testing.
Amen.
Something that is very important and it's very crucial when you understand that I am in this marriage and I'm in this family and I'm in the life of this man as a helpmate, you will give yourself in to support the vision. You give yourself in to read the vision and to run with the vision. I don't mean that when you are married, you don't have a vision. Everybody, even when you come to a marriage, you come having a vision. And when these visions are combined, the person who nurtures these both visions is a woman. The vision of the man and the vision that you had, when you carry them together, and this is something that has already been released in you and you understand, you nurture it and you begin to run with this vision. This is the time this family will be